Hey people, interested here 2v3 Faction War. This is Calderis Refinery and Eldar versus Tyranids for the blue Eldar team. We have Adila, current lead designer of Elite mod with a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that can leap into combat, some powerful disruption and support. The Biltan scheme, I think. Lindonin alongside with a Farseer, support hero that fights in melee combat, some powerful buffs and control abilities. And rounding off this blue team, BRAWLER is a Warp Spider Exarch, a teleporting hero that fights in ranged combat by default with powerful control abilities and great for harassing and capping stuff, annoying some termagants and hormagaunts at the moment. Red team for the Tyranids, the Tenso is a Hive Tyrant, a very durable hero that walks through objects and cannot be suppressed. Powerful support and disruption fighting in melee combat by default with a basic synapse. I shall call you Marcos. Seems confused as to where he wants to go. Okay, he's going to go after the Banshees, I think. Alongside two Lictor Alphas, first up is Ben, and we have Arseman, also known as Hunter, just retreating out there after getting a decap. These guys are powerful melee specialists that can infiltrate and disrupt, powerful offense, and a bit of support on them too. Tearing through some Dire Avengers early on, special attack there misses. These termagants just asking for a destructor, but I'm sure Adila's already used it. Meanwhile in the mid, it's blue for the Eldar. Banshees chasing around some termagants. And on the west side, Hive Tyrant is, tearing through some Banshees here. Can he get them? Got pretty close. Down to 87 hit points when he started running away. Marcos here is going to need to run off himself though in a second. I was going to leave it too late or the Warp Spider might finish him in melee. There he goes, he's going to be okay. In the mid, this is Ben's Lictor Alpha running off. And we have the aspect of fleetness up for the Howling Banshees. Typically what you'd see against Tyranids because they can't get vehicle armor in tier 2 aside from the specific scenario of Tyrant Guard into shield wall mode. And power melee and jumping over stuff does a lot for you. In amongst some hormagaunts here with Dire Avenger support, but the hormagaunts have some termagant support. Looks like they did okay. More than okay, almost wiped out those hormagaunts there. The extra health of the aspect of fleetness helping them out, of course. On the east side, more pressure from Hunter here. And we have Rangers, not a Shuriken for Adila. They've gone for Rangers here. A little bit less stable, a little bit less defensive. But might be able to set up some nice Banshee rushes and grenades and stuff with that kinetic pulse. We'll see. Perhaps we'll see the Immolator on the Warlock. And here's a Warrior Brood. The Warrior Brood does provide basic synapse. And since the Lictor Alpha doesn't, they'll often get them up. Another Warrior Brood here for Ben. Meanwhile, the Tenso going for a Ravener Brood. A flank attempt by Lindonin. Didn't really have grenades available or anything though, so gets forced off most likely. Farseer is still here. Can she hold the line before this stuff comes back in? Hormagaunts going for a cat. Farseer being knocked over by the Warrior Brood. They do have that little passive leap into combat, which is super useful. West side. Marcos, the Hive Tyrant, runs off. Double Banshees here for BRAWLER, so we might see some group teleport shenanigans from the Warp Spider Exarch. I hear Banshees yelling. Was it over here? I think it was these guys. Oh, it's a good destructor. Almost wiped out the Hormagaunts. Messed up the Termagants too. I hear more yelling. Is that Lindonin? No, must have been BRAWLER over here. Catching some Raveners. Are they both aspect of fleetness? They are. In fact, all Banshees on the field have the aspect of fleetness. See if they can set up some flanks and stuff. Any levels for the Lictors? Oh, Hunter's got level 2. And we do have Rending Talons for the Tenso to help fight those double Banshees using the seismic roar. So BRAWLER would be well advised to keep them away from the Hive Tyrant, obviously. But it's one of those war gears. It's not easy to tell that he has it unless you like select the Hive Tyrant and look at his war gear. That Ranger shot seemed to do no damage at all. Howling Banshees with their war shout to suppress. Was that supposed to be a kinetic pulse, but they were like in the middle of a jump animation or something? So it really didn't seem to do any damage. They did bash the node there. Eldar really are under pressure early on. We have a Guardian weapon team on the field for Lindonin. I thought we'd see a bunch of these earlier. Kinetic Pulse setting up a Banshee rush, but there's stuff in the way. Warrior Brood come leaping in. And I don't see... we do have Spirit Stones actually. And here comes the Immolator Blade for the Warlock. Good special attack there. Gets a level. Gets another kill there. Uh-oh, are these Dire Avengers going to get away? Warrior Brood in retreat path? I don't think they are. Oh, maybe they are. Oh, one of them went down. There was another Dire Avenger squad there. 370 to 478. Can they break out of this pressure? Here's Lindonin's guarding weapon team. Brawler lost some Dire Avengers as well. Having a rough time, the old Dire Avengers. Here's a webway going up in the mid from Lindonin. So it's going to be able to infiltrate stuff, which is handy. Did they get a decap over here? No. Any war gear for the Warp Spider? We do have the improved warp generator for the group teleport. Maybe that's what got the Dire Avengers killed, I'm not sure. Farseer is almost leveled up. Poking at some Hormagaunts at the moment. Needs some support. Oh, they found the webway. It was a bit too close to the mid. They got close enough to spot it out of sheer proximity rather than detecting it. And down it goes. Brood nest up here from the Tenso. Global ability of the Hive Tyrant. Meanwhile, east side, Tyranids all the way up on the power. There's the Immolates. There's a Destructor. Was it enough to get rid of those guys though? I really think they should have got a Shuriken each or something. Maybe they were expecting a whole bunch of Ravenous from all the players. The Lictor Alpha has Toxin Miasma. Damage over time and a debuff on hits. And Adrenal Glands for more stuff. More health, more energy regen. And more health regen. Another webway goes up. That is a Farseer webway. You see it just infiltrate those Howling Banshees there. What can they do with this flank? Don't think they're going to wipe anything. Grenade attempted. Don't quite get it off. Warrior Brood run away. They get their VP back. Now can they make it back to the mid to get it? They've got enough stuff here, I think. Lictor Alpha of Ben backs away. The Rangers will be able to spot those infiltrating Lictor Alphas, but I think they should have come out after the Shurikens. Banshee's getting in. Chopping up the Lictor Alpha. And off he goes. They can get the VP back. 366. 478. Meanwhile, though, Tenso putting huge amounts of pressure on this west side. Banshee's in retreat. And they're going to be okay, I think. There's that seismic roar. Banshees can go in on the Hive Tyrant now if they wish. Although the basic damage of this weapon is also quite scary. Not when he's retreating, though. Maybe they can get a decap here. At least get back that wreck point. This is Brawler's webway. The Warp Spider's webway gives you energy regen. Lictor Alpha again would have been spotted by the Rangers, so doesn't even bother to infiltrate, I don't think. Some power melee kicks in there. I think they're going to get him, and they do get him. Good special by the Warlock as well, and Immolator goes down. Grenade. Good hit on the Warriors. Didn't quite get a model off him. Can the Rangers get away though? They can't. The Rangers go down. Adila's on the way to tier 2, but there's already a Tyrant Guard, already a Genestealer Brood on the field. Eldar might be a little bit too far behind here. We shall see. 366 to 451. We've seen more dramatic comebacks, that's for sure. Genestealer Brood eats a grenade. Those guys are incredibly scary in melee. Healing on hit. Just tons of power melee damage and stuff. 80 melee skill as well. Warp Spiders on the way for Lindonin. Venom Brood on the way for the Tenso. Lots of Banshees in retreats. Looks like they're going to be okay-ish. They're going to survive anyway. Yeah, they have models far enough away. Tyranids able to get straight back to the middle and decap it. Oh boy. Dire Avengers just got absolutely devoured. Yeah, Eldar not looking great at the moment. Not looking great at the moment. I mean, I understand wanting to get the Rangers up quickly because of the Lictor Alpha. But it just got overrun still. Need those shurikens going. Current Guard took a lot of damage there from the Banshees and the shuriken. Does get away. You have any war gear? Any other war gear, I mean? Warp Spider? Nope. Still have the Spirit Stones, we still have the Immolator, Rending Talons, and now improved Synapse. We have the Deadly Jump for one of the Lictors and the other one we've seen. So Webway all the way down here. Meanwhile, double Banshees trying to chase, but there's that Seismic Roar. Here's the Warp Spiders for Lindonin. This is a good choice, I think. They pump out so much piercing DPS and really good at avoidance in general. Lots of War Shouts. Some Fire Dragons now from Brawler. Tons of damage to that Hive Tyrant. Look at that. Those rapid firing fusion guns. Down he goes. Marcos falls. Venom Brood are oh, they're not providing a ranged Synapse at the moment. Have the Raveners gone melee? No, they haven't. So I do expect to see that ranged Synapse of those guys. 329 to 427. Tyranids all the way in towards the power now. Warlock jumping into a pretty tough fight, actually. Gets a good special. Warp Spiders backing her up. Here come the Banshees too, and the Warlock. This is Adila's Warlock, and Adila does have a Guardian Weapon team now. 313 to 427 on the VPs. Tier 3 for Ben, Tier 3 for Hunter. Hunter's looking a little bit depleted, only 3 units on the field. But they're going Tier 3 with a decent amount of resources already banked. Banshee's looking for a target. They found one. There's the War Shout. Can they get the Venom Brood to explode? Surely they'll get at least one here. Wow. Maybe not. How did the Venom Brood not drop a model there? Banshee's on their retreat. Here we see a guide up on the... No, not guide. Can't remember what it's called. Crack Shot or something from the Warp Spider. Does it improve your melee damage? I thought it improved your range damage and your range. Maybe it improves all damage and range. I think that's what it's called. Crack Shot. One of the globals of the Warp Spider. 264 to 423. Has a cool effect on the weapons, on the arms. I feel like that's what Guide should use. Maybe just recolored or something. Single cap for the Eldar. They have fought hard to get back to some kind of parity here with the Tyranids. Carnifex on the way for Hunter. Lictor Alpha all the way over here. This is Ben doing huge amounts of damage to those Banshees. Shimmer Orb placed up from Brawler. Provides 100% protection from range damage. But it's a whole bunch of melee here. Did they kill all the Banshees? No, they didn't. Not yet anyway. Can these ladies get away? Is there a Flesh Hook available? Don't think so. Yeah, they have got away. It's a lot of reinforcing for Brawler to do, though. And the Carnifex is going to hit this field soon. They're not that far behind on VPs, like 120 or something. But it's been really hard fought. They haven't been able to even begin to stabilize the mid. Tons of pressure early on. Warlock dropped in from Lindonin now. And here comes a Wraithlord from Adila. Looks like they're going to try and fight this out in Tier 2. For the moment, anyway. What's this? Here's the Carnifex of Hunter. Looking very funky. Decent grenade. Warlock should be fine. Yep. Lictor Alpha couldn't spin around fast enough to get an attack there. Eldar retaking the mid, but the Lictor Alpha decapping the natural. Genestealer just hanging out, infiltrated here. Wraithlord will hit the field momentarily. The Carnifex went for the Barb Strangler. Banshee's going in to tie it up. They won't do a huge amount of damage without their spear. Oh, Spore Mines dropped in. Spawned from the Carnifex. There's a Haywire. Means that it can't attack and it moves slower. Banshees are really doing a great job here, actually. Alongside the Bright Lance. Can they get it? Here comes a Wraithlord with a big smack. Oh no, Bright Lance has been found by Genestealers. They did get the Carnifex though. That's a big win for the blue team. Very quickly took down that Carnifex. Overcommitted there from Hunter. The Bright Lance also got away. Focusing down the Warriors. That's a Synapse explosion you just saw there. Knockback and damage on those non-Synapse creatures. 250 to 370. 2 to 1 for the Tyranids. But Eldar gaining a little bit of momentum here. Can they keep it up? Wraith Lord, no weapon upgrade yet. He can get a shoulder-mounted anti-vehicle or anti-infantry weapon. Tyrant Guard mixing it up now. Smacking some Banshees around. Here's Marcos, the Hive Tyrant. He's gone for the Warp Field. Down to 90 hit points. Can they chase him down? No. Are they going to take out this Brood Nest ever? Maybe they think, oh hey, it's taken up 5 pot from the Tenso and it's not really doing much, so leave it there. Uh-oh. Wraith Lord could be in trouble. It's pretty low. Warrior Brood with Adrenal Glands, which means they have heavy melee damage, are chasing it down. And of course the Venom Brood are there too. I don't think the Wraith Lord's going to make it out of this. Overcommitted by Adila. It's so easy to overcommit your walkers in a 3v3 because you're just chasing stuff. You don't want to turn around because you don't want to take shots. And you just endlessly chase stuff into your doom. This way you really need to have support nearby so that the walker can break away while your support deals with whatever it didn't want to turn away from. Carnifex now with Thornback for Ben. Genestealer's going after the Autarch, not sure what she's up to here. Has Adila forgotten about the Autarch? Yes, I think so. Should have jumped away, I think, rather than retreat. Might get got by the Carnifex. Smack. And was indeed got. 218 to 370. Down goes the Warlock as well. Autarch of Lindonin, though, grabbing the mid with a spear. Meanwhile, west side. Farseer is trying to get a decap. They really are fighting hard to the Eldar. Autarch of Brawler now with her spear. Jumping back to buff the Fire Dragons, which have their own buff up. I think that's cracked shot again. He's going to try and cap here. Miss Autarch. You're going for the power, I think. Kicking off in the mid. Outgunned. Overrun the Banshees here. AY goes up on the Carnifex. And the Banshees again escape. Brawler did lose one along the way, but they have survived remarkably well, the Banshees. Here comes the Seer Council for Lindonin, but Eldar are very depleted now. It's a double cap, but not sure how long they can keep this up. Power Bash here. A very inefficient Power Bash. That's right, split them up. And they're capping the mid now. Also getting their natural back. What am I hearing? I'm hearing some Dark Creepers from Adila. They got a full bash. Well, almost. The node is still up. But Lindonin's down to a single unit. Adila and Brawler only have 3. And the Tyranid armies are large. Do we have a time field or anything? No, we have a rune armor for Psychic Storm, Gravity Blade, and Spirit Stones. Never really got to use the group teleport that I saw anyway to pull off some double Banshee shenanigans. There's that Seismic Roar. Just so much stuff here to fight. The Tyrant Guard alone is a massive pain in the ass to deal with. Well, it can be for Eldar. Dark Creepers will do a lot of damage to it. Banshees do a lot of damage in melee, but also a big risk, that fight. Here comes a Lictor for Ben and a Swarm Lord for Hunter. That might be the nail in the coffin. They do have a Seer Council up. It's basically a squad of Warlocks with power melee damage that can all jump on you and knock you around, providing a passive damage resistance buff to range DPS as well. Doesn't help against Hormagaunts and a Lictor Alpha though. Carnifex is the Thornback, right? Yeah. Getting hits on the Farseer. Don't really have any anti-vehicle here. Aside from the Fire Dragons, but they're all the way over on the other side than the Carnifex. Decent. We're not sure what that knockback was. Was that just a synapse explosion? I don't know. A grenade maybe? Maybe it's just a grenade. Meanwhile, in the mid, 159 to 303. Eldar not giving up. More Warp Spiders on the way for Lindonin. We now have 2 Carnifexes stomping around. The Tenso has another Thornback. Just probing and attacking where they can. Try not to lose too much. Man, Banshee's got swarmed there. And they do not get away this time. Lictor Alpha's Flesh Hook finishes them off. And here's the tier 3 Lictor. He has heavy melee damage and can infiltrate eternally. Doesn't drain his energy. It's pretty cool. Does anyone need power, says Ben. A little bit. They bashed it pretty good. Didn't quite finish it off though, using the webway to escape. Which means they'll know that there's a webway here. There we go, they found it. They got the cap over here too. Meanwhile in the mid, here a Psychic Storm going off. Pretty painful though. I think it's been nerfed a few times over the years. Hey, a D-cannon from Lindonin. There's a Spirit Stone's heal. Here come very, very scary Gene Stealers. Gravity Blade. Levitation Field shuts them down. Allows the D-cannon to reposition. Here comes Seer Council. Are they going to wipe the Hormagaunts? I think they did. I think they did. 5 dragons up now for Adila. Triple cap though for the Tyranids. 110 to 302. And the map is almost completely red. Eldar forced off that side too. We do have an Avatar up for Brawler. Maybe a little bit too late though to make a big difference here. And there's that Swarm Lord smacking it on a power node. Meanwhile, the Lictor Alpha of Hunter gets into base, and here comes a Carnifex charging in. That's what Thornbacks can do. Tyranid formation in base here, not really hitting much though. And another Tyranid formation. Again, not hitting that much. No, I did some on the other spires. This is going to be it for the Tyranids. Are going to take this home with a triple cap, I think. The Tyrant Guard survived. It does have tons of red. Might see a Eldritch Storm at the end here. Avatar, I think, is going to survive. Couldn't even kill one of the Venom Brood. And there it is. The Tyranids take it. A diligent effort from the Eldar. They really did fight to the end and give it their all. I think earlier Shurikens would have stopped the tide. They were under so much pressure early on both flanks, basically. Lindonin couldn't really support both sides. We had a level 4 Hive Tyrant. Level 7 Lictor Alpha for Ben with Menacing Visage. Level 5 Lictor Alpha. Level 4 Warlock. Level 4 Farseer. And a level 3 Warp Spider Exarch. Was hoping to see some more group teleport shenanigans with the double Banshees, but I guess not. Wasn't meant to be. They got eaten. Thank you for watching, guys. And a big thanks to these players for taking part in the faction war. I'll see you next time.